Right guys, hope you're ready for this one. Yeah. Hold on, I adjust my chair. So for this special episode, I'm gonna rate the original 151. Yeah, and if you know what that is, it's Pokemon. And hopefully, the way I zoomed this in, this will look nice and neat. By the way, music is going to be in the description. It's copyright free Pokemon music by the name Crispy Donut. That's the one. So yeah, I got those music. I'll put the link to their YouTube in the description. You can definitely check out some cool remixes of stuff. Okay, so let's just crack into this, right? Right, now let's hope we don't get too annoyed. But Bulbasaur? Yes, you'll do. Yeah, out of the three starters, actually, I like Bulbasaur more than I like Squirtle. However, Charmander is always the top tier, isn't it? Now, Ivysaur, again, can sit in the Bulbasaur category. Don't have any feelings left or right of an Ivysaur. Sure, Venusaur is mid. All the things it could look like. Lardino was not in the plan. Yeah, to be said for Charmeleon, it is what it is. It's basically the one everyone forgets about because Charizard is the top tier 151 that everybody loves as much as I hate to love it. I still love it. Wartortle? I like Wartortle. Cool as. Actually probably the coolest out of the three second stage starters from 151. What I'm gonna put in, yes you'll do. Blastoise, yes, you'll do too. So you can see I have Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur in that order. Yep. Let's put Caterpie where it belongs. And why do you even exist? Like, I mean, I get the point, you were kind of going for evolutions, but it almost seems like a waste of space, right? Butterfree, mid-tier. Weedle can go with Caterpie and Kakuna can join the Metapod. Yeah. Beedrill. Just the worst Butterfree in my opinion. Come for me. Pidgey, basically pointless. Pidgeotto though, pretty cool. And I'll even put a Pidgeot into the I guess you'll do category. Rattata in here, we'll go for Raticate. Not my... we'll keep them together. Not my cup of tea. Spearow. It's just Pidgey with extra steps, and Fearow certainly just... you can go there, you're mid-tier. I'm not rating these on battling or on the games or anything. I'm rating these on my own personal feelings towards them. In case you're going, oh no, but in the game he does this, and oh no, in this game he does this as well. No, it's just this is how I feel about these mons in general when they're put in front of me. Ekans. You can sit in the mid-tier and so can Arbok. Pikachu, everybody's favourite, eh? Here's the controversial one. I don't really care for Pikachu. It's so overblown. I actually like Raichu more, but we'll put them together. Sandshrew. I like Sandshrew and I really like Sandslash. I would take a Sandslash, I think they're pretty cool. Cool looking Pokemon. Shame there's a Sandslash Haters Club or something, because this Pokemon here doesn't get shown any love. Nidoran, this is where, yeah, why do you use to exist? Why does there need to be male female? Is this really what started the whole Tuesday of today? You know what I'm talking about. Nidorina, Nidoran, however, Nido Queen, Nido King, pretty damn cool. That's all I have to say. Clefairy. Maybe I should have one in between mid-tier and basically pointless. Clefairy can go mid-tier. Clefable is just Clefairy with extra steps. Vulpix is a pretty cool mon, and actually I love Ninetales. Such a cool looking Pokemon. If you had a Ninetales in real life, you'd be cool as. Cool dude or lady. As well as the low-hand version, also pretty sick, but that's not being included in this. Jigglypuff. Yeah, you're cool in the TV show, you'll do. Wigglytuff, not so much. Zubat, go to hell. You can go back, you can go there, but Zubat, get out. Damn caves. Oddish. I like Oddish. I don't mind Gloom. I love Vileplume. I definitely choose a Vileplume. My team, if the choices of these came up, I love Vileplume. Paris, another pointless one. I don't ever know anybody who's really excited to come across a Paris or a Parasect. If you're there, I'm sorry, but no. Venonat, you can go Venomoth. Again, not mons that everyone's excited to see, so Diglett and Dugtrio can join as well. Basically pointless. Do we call it basically pointless? I feel like we need to rename this. Maybe we put another tier in, do we? Row above. Yeah, we'll add a row above. And we'll edit this row to be... we'll do purple just for the sake of it being purple, and we'll go... decent, but not too special. We'll just put... yeah, is that better? Decent, but not amazing. Because I feel like I'm doing a lot of Pokemon injustice here by, you know, thing. So decent, but not amazing. Yeah, we'll stick the Beedrill. We'll stick the Venomoth in there as well. Okay? Do you know what? This is where these guys can drop down. Oh, right, so, Meowth. I like a Meowth. Meowth's cool in the TV show. Meowth makes me happy. Also weird that Meowth is the only Pokemon that can speak English besides the Slowking. Or Mewtwo, who's actually mind raping you, but we'll not talk about that. Persian. Really? Like, you get kind of a cool Pokemon and it evolves into Fancy Cat. Psyduck. Decent. Gold Duck. Mid-tier. Nothing to add to it. I'm kind of speeding through these, am I? I'll just check OBS to make sure you can see what's coming up. Codeines, you can. Right, Mankey, go into the pointless. Primeape can join. Right, Growlithe is mid-tier, I like that Pokemon, and Arcanine can definitely join the U will do stage. Poliwag. I understand why this exists. Tadpole, so we'll put decent. We'll put the Poliwhirl in with it, and we'll probably put Poliwrath in, that I guess you'll do. I like a Poliwrath. Poliwrath's cool. Cool Mon. Abra. I mean, in the games all it does is teleport away. They're a nightmare to catch if you aren't lucky, or you have a better ball. Fight with, they're... yeah, okay, I said I wasn't going to use this. This wasn't what I was basing it on, but hear me out. Abra, to fight with, can't really do much. Oh, you're just waiting for that Kadabra. I'm in the mid-tier, and obviously the Alakazam's a top-tier Mon. Now, when we get to that, I'll talk about it. Machop, I'm not a fighting Pokemon, you know, I'm not a fighting Pokemon lover, so these three are going in the mid-tier. I mean, in a game that's psychic, well, in a generation where psychic Pokemon just absolutely wreck these, they're almost useless. They don't really have any strengths apart from over normals, and there ain't very many normals. There's a few normals in this original 151, but you know, a lot of people don't really use the normals. Bellsprout. I like Bellsprout. Bellsprout was cool in the show when it whipped Ash's Pokemon up the muck. If the Bellsprout we're talking about is the Bellsprout from the TV show, it definitely goes here. For now, we'll just put it here. Weeping Bell, meh. Victory Bell can join your Bellsprout. If not for the fact that all it did was eat gems for pretty much every episode it was in. Tentacruel and Tentacruel, why do you exist? Nobody uses you. If you use a Tentacruel or a Tentacruel, there's something wrong with you psychologically, so explain yourselves. We'll put you there, because it's a bit of an injustice to say you're pointless. Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. Again, they aren't my rock Pokemon generally aren't my cup of tea. And a you know what, all three of them just belong. No, you belong in the mid tier. You can't put the three evolution Pokemon to the side. Here's a good one for you. Ponyta. I like a Ponyta. I think actually a Rapidash is pretty cool. Now you're probably noticing a lot of fire Pokemon here, and I didn't think I would like the fire Pokemon as much, because when I play Pokemon cards, when I play the games. I generally stay away from fire Pokemon, which is interesting. Slowpoke. I mean, just why? Who picks them? Magnemite. Why do you even exist? Magneton. Okay, you're kind of pointless, but far-fetched. I mean, if you're not in the sword and shield area, if you're not in the sword and shield, Jesus, if I learn how to speak. If you're not in the sword and shield era, and it doesn't have anything to evolve into, why does it exist? Such a strange... It's like we were sitting making these Pokemon and someone went, what about a duck with a lake? What does it evolve into? Oh no, it doesn't. It's on its own. Okay. You know? It took them like another 10 years to come up with an evolution for this thing. Hopefully I'm right there. We'll get whipped in the comments if that's wrong. Doduo, a pointless Pokemon, and I mean, Dotrio is decent. I'm going to put Seal in decent, and I'm going to put Dugong, and I guess you do, because I like, you know, I like it. I just like it. My own my list, right? Again, Grimer, right? Do you exist? Muck. You're decent. You know. But why? Shelter. I feel again, I feel like pointless is a bit mean. We go in there and Cloyster can go into decent. The only ghost Pokemon in the game. Imagine making a game where only 3 Pokemon can counter an entire type. You know? So, hold on, let's check my OBS, see if we're looking at. Okay, can't see nothing. Let's scroll down a little bit. Okay, and then it just shot back up again. Thank you very much. Okay, up a quote. We'll keep doing this and we'll get angry. It's perfect. Right, so Ghastly. Ghastly's mid. Hunter will do, and Gengar is probably one of my favourite Pokemon of Gen 1. In fact, I would rather have Gengar over a Charizard. Let's order these. We'll order maybe our first 2 categories when we're all done. Start doing it now. Love Vileplume. Vileplume's such a cool Pokemon. Right, Onyx, mid. You belong there. You don't do anything that's worthwhile. Even Steelix is garbage, but sure. Drowsy. I'm putting Drowsy and Hypno and why do you even exist? These are like the nightmare fuel of your childhood. Drowsy eats children's dreams and Hypno kidnaps them in the TV show. Okay then. Let's kidnap children, mom. Krabby. Put a Krabby in pointless. It should be basically useless, but sure. Kingler, cool. Voltorb and Electro. Did you get bored when you were making these? I think he's dead. Checking my BS again. Because the list is getting a bit big. Getting a bit inflated. But you can kind of see what's going on here. I'll zoom out a wee bit more. I apologise for this. I didn't want to do this over and over and over again, but I wish my mouse would do a better job at being sensible, for lack of a better word. Okay, so there we go. Execute. Eggs. Why? And you. Decent, but you're not amazing. Cubone, I'm going to put you there, and Marowak I think is actually pretty cool. Imagine if any of you has heard of the conspiracy that a Cubone is actually a Charmander whose flame didn't, and its mummy Charizard died. Heard that one, that was quite interesting. Fighting Pokemon. Both of you as Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan can slap yourselves into decent but not amazing. As well as like a tongue, why do you exist? Pervert. Coughing. Boom. Decent and Weezing. Mid. Rhydon, decent. Or Rhyhorn, sorry, and Rhydon mid as well. I mean, I guess if I had to have a Rhydon, I wouldn't complain. Chansey, decent. Tangela. Yeah, I don't feel anything for Tangela at all. Kangaskhan, I just don't like. We're flying through this, by the way, as you can tell. Horsey, I mean, I like a Horsey, and I think Cedar's actually pretty cool. Goldeen, and Seeking, no thank you. Now Staryu, I put you in decent. Did some cool stuff in the anime. Starmie, you're mid as well. Mr. Mime, no thanks. You can just go back into the why do you even exist category, because Scyther, cool Pokemon. I would take it in the yes you will do category any day of the week. Stop that there. You can't see. Bunch of Justin, I think. That looks better now. Jinx, go away. Get in the mouse. Right, Electabuzz. Decent, I don't really rate Electabuzz. Magnemar's pretty a wee bit more cool. Not as cool as Scyther. Pinsir, I'm going to mid. Tauros, you're garbage. Just go away. Now, this is the weird one. Like, someone sat in an office and basically, when they were coming up with these, they obviously got bullied all their life. Because they were a Magikarp, and then when they became older, they were an absolute Giga Chad, and then they became a Gyarados. Right? Like, never, you know, it's such a weird one for the world's most worthless Pokemon to become one of the most rarest Pokemon. Anyway, Lapras, back where we are, you'll do. I love a Lapras. Ditto! I mean, I wouldn't complain about Ditto. Technically, Ditto can be anything, so... Okay, now we're at the bit that everyone that knows me knows fine rightly what's going to happen here. Eevee is my favourite Pokemon of all time. Out of every Pokemon, there's only one Pokemon that I like more than Eevee, and it's in Gen 2. We're going to do the Gen 2 list as well, so I'm not going to spoil that for you. Conversely, Vaporeon, not my favourite out of the three. Funnily enough, as everybody expected, Jolteon, I would take Jolteon in a heartbeat, but I would want a Flareon. If I had to choose between these three, Flareon would be the one I'd choose. And again, I realise it's a fire Pokemon. Porygon, why? Omnimate, never ever get excited. I've never had an Omnimate or an Omnistar show up and I'd be like, oh my goodness, what a Pokemon, I can't wait to get that. Same with Kabuto. However, Kabutops is pretty damn cool looking. Aerodactyl, it's like the worst of the big flying legendaries. Absolute worst. So it goes, I guess you'll do. Snorlax, yeah, you can join him. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. Now, out of them three birds, Articuno's my favourite. Then Zapdos, and then Moltres. I mean, I wouldn't put it in guess you'll do, I'll put it into yes you'll do. I would never shy away from getting any of them, I'll tell you that much. But if I had to choose, that would be the way I would choose them, in that order. And then we're left with basically the five. There's Dratini. I would say Dratini's mid tier. I like a Dragonair, so cool. I think the Dragonair looks so damn like majestic. And then we throw the Dragonite in to I Choose You. Of course you want a Dragonite. Dragonite's cool as, like, it's more cooler than a Charizard, right? And by the way, let's just order this now, just to upset everybody. Yeah. Dragonite, awesome. Awesome Pokemon. Such a cool Pokemon. It's like, hey, what if Charizard was tubby and had a good sense of humour? And then finally we have Mewtwo and Mew. I mean, you'd have to be an idiot not want both of them in your squad. I mean, right? Mewtwo and Mew. So let's order these up. I actually think Mewtwo's cooler, a lot cooler than Mew, probably because the movie made him cool and badass and stuff. Let's reorder the first two boxes to the way I would want them to. So this is the final list. It ain't changing. Get angry in the comments if you want. Yeah, so what would I have next out of the, this is the order, so Eevee top, Flareon, Gengar, Dragonite, Articuno, what's wrong with my head, Mewtwo, Charizard, Mew, Vileplume, Alakazam, Ninetales. Now next, what way would I want these? Honestly, if I had to choose, I would put the Jolteon here, then Zapdos and Moltres can go after these. Let's put these starters because they're just there because they're the cooler stars. Yeah, I would actually put a Dragonair in just after the Arcanine, and I want a Scyther and a Gyarados and probably a Lapras before I would take a Rapidash. And then we'll do the third one, okay? Fine. You take, let's see, a Hunter before a Vaporeon. I then probably want Raichu, Dugong, take a wee Poliwrath, and then play the Snorlax. This guy's at the back of the queue here. Yeah, like this, there. I would take the Pikachu before the Pidgeot. The Vulpix I would take for the Rhydon. No Dactyl, probably take before that. There you go, there's the finished product. Hope you enjoyed. That was actually a bit quick. I realised I just flew through that, it's not even 20 minutes in. Well, hope you enjoyed that, and now you get all angry in the comments and throw me a whole bunch of crap. If you want to make your own tier list, go to tiermaker.com, and then you can search for anything and make tier lists for it. As well as that, I want to say thanks. I've used Crispy Donuts music from their YouTube, it's a copyright free version. The link to their profile / channel will be in the description, and if you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be blasting out more tier lists for laugh, and stay tuned for Gen 2 because that's my favourite gen. Is it? Yeah, it's got some of the cool ones too. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you again on the next episode of Ryan's an Idiot. He's making tier lists. Bye.